Well, today's obviously very regrettable that we've got the far right coming to Luton in these numbers to protest. I've pushed for a ban along with my colleague Kelvin Hopkins, who's the Labour MP for Luton North, but that wasn't successful. So we have got this event today, but no one should be under any illusions we're paying a very high price for free speech.
It's well arty, mate. Sorry, guys, sorry.
I think you've got extremists in both camps, on both sides, who want to drag the reputation of our town down, and for that reason I'm clear we didn't want this event to go ahead today. It is going ahead, but we are paying a very high price for free speech.
People at school experience bullying, experience bad times, experience, unemployment and economic hardship of their families, and they look for people to blame. And then somebody comes along, a group comes along, EDL comes along and says, guys, this is all because of the Muslims, it's all their fault, and begins to interpret that experience in a particular way.
Regarding the EDL, what can I say about them? The EDL, they use the verses of chapters like to kill. وَقَتُلُوا الْمُشْرِكِينَ حَيْثُ وَجَدْتُمُوهُمْ وَخُذُوهُم وَاحْصُرُوهُم, and kill the disbelievers wherever you do find him. You cannot just pick out this sentence and come out with a ruling that we have to kill these people. No, we don't. We look back in history. This verse in the Quran was revealed for a certain reason at a certain time, for what happened to the Messenger of God at that specific time. Well, they did say the leader, his name is, he has a nickname of Tommy Robinson.
Okay.
Yeah, he's named himself after a football hooligan. So you can just see how ignorant they really are, and how uneducated of the Islam, of the religion of Islam they are. He blatantly on TV, on Newsnight, the day before the march here in Luton, he called the Quran a 7th century barbaric book. Before you do utter such ignorant words, I ask these people, have they read the Quran?
To oppose the English Defence League. They are obviously a violent Islamophobic group.
I do not agree with the EDL. They're fascists, they're Nazis, and we have to see them off our streets.
These people, the EDL, they're not representative of nobody. They're just football hooligan, thugs, misguided, and some of them basically, they don't really understand what they're doing. If they understand how freedom and liberty was fought for, and they're using it in this kind of way, it's bad, so we must oppose it.
opening in this shopping centre a mosque. In the shopping centre. But it's not called a mosque. It's not called a mosque. It's called a multi-faith prayer room. Although we have St Mary's Church, which is a Christian church, we have Our Lady's Church, which is a Catholic church, and when we heard about this multi-faith prayer room, I went straight into the Arndale Centre and I went to the businesses next to them, family-run restaurants that have been established for 30 years in this town, where our community meets. Shopping centres are for shopping, okay? That's what it's about. This shopping centre has been here for 40 years. We're down to mosque. We don't need somewhere to pray 5 times a day. We go to the
because of what they see on the media and because what they see about these executions, stoning to death that the BBC have shown repeatedly. These are in the minds of these people, the EDL. They have no knowledge of Islam whatsoever. Yeah? Assassinations, beheadings, people saying La ilaha illallah and cutting off the head. There is nothing like this in Islam. Islam has never said anything like this. So what's being portrayed is the effect, the catalyst, you could say, for Islamophobia.
Things that are put across in the media, both the print and electronic media, to raise awareness, to know that we can all exist and believe different things and then build our society together, and then also not portray a particular group as inferior or unlikable, right? We give all groups equal chances and equal descriptions, equal phrases, equal discourses in the media. That will settle, or if you like, neutralize tensions and make people have proper perceptions of other people.
This is Britannia. This is Britannia.
The media has been portraying regarding Islam, it's not Islam in the true sense. If we look at the news today, have you heard of something called good news on TV? There's nothing of good news on TV. There's always bad news. So whenever Islam is involved, whenever there are explosions, whenever there are wars, or whenever there are killings, etc., 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 especially from a Muslim country, the media, from what we have seen, portrays Islam. This is the problem that we have.
We did not choose to be in the European Union. If you want to put us in the European Union, we will unite Europe like you have never seen. And that is what we're doing.
The Bible, my source of teaching says that love drives out fear. And if I seek to practically love my neighbour, if I seek to practically reach out to them, if I seek to have God's love for that person, I will not fear them, but I will be able to engage with them face to face.
If you grow your kids, and teach them patience, you teach those kids cohesion, integrity, so that we can resort to transparency among communities with people of different faiths. You grow them in the love of Islam, the middle way. We need to study the Quran as Muslims and to understand the Quran, so that if one day the finger of blame is pointed at us, we can smile in their faces and we can relate to them and educate these people so that they have a better and finer understanding of the religion of Islam.
Black, white nation, and we're Jews, and we're gay!
There are many, many more of us than you!
There are many, many more of us than you!
There are many, many more!
Many, many more! Many, many more of us than you!
There are many, many more of us than you!
There are many, many more of us than you!
There are many, many more!
Many, many more! Many, many more of us than you!
There are many, many more of us than you!